Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Hugh here from Creator Hub, back to another episode of the Fun Production in VR 360. As you're seeing right now, it's actually a time-lapse we captured in Joshua Tree. It's a sunset time-lapse captured in JPEG with the Canon Qoocam 8K. It's an 8K video, so you see a dropping frame right here, even my fast machine. So, just looking at this time lapse, we noticed for a couple issues, besides the horizon line is not straight, is you see this ugly bending right here, because one lens is, facing to the sun, and the other lens is facing to the dark side, which is me. So, because the light is different, it creates this ugly line right here. And again, for consumer project, it's not a big deal. But for professional project, that might make your client not happy. So let me just quickly demo, like in a regular Qoocam 8K scenario. You pop open Qoocam Studio, right? This is all free. You drop in all the photo, which is right here, Qoocam 8K photo. Like you drop in everything in here. I'll just drop in some of it. Just to show you the workflow. So it is a time lapse, but it literally is. Qoocam Studio will just think it as an individual image. So you stitch individual image. Again, whenever it's a time lapse, don't use the gravity correction. This is only for video options. It will mess up everything, so don't use that. And then you see the difference. You see the option here. It's not changing. The line is different. The lens different in here. It doesn't do anything. So that is all the options you have in the Qoocam Studio Auto Stitch. Again, this is free. You get the camera, you have the software, you can just use that. Again, for consumer, doesn't really matter. For professional, we need to fix that, and the only way to fix that is actually not stitching in the free software, it's stitching in Mistika. And that is the reason why you need to invest into Mistika for a lot of professional job, not only for 6 lens setup like the Insta360 Pro 2 or the Techie 360 Anywhere with 4 lens setup. It actually also relevant for 2 lens setup like the Qoocam 8K or Qoocam 8K Enterprise as this footage capture. So let me just show you the professional workflow right now. Let me go ahead and cue the Qoocam Studio. Let's open Mistika. I want to show you what is the end result we want to achieve right here. So that is the Qoocam 8K sequence you just saw. Go ahead and hide that. And that is the Mistika output. Again, I correct the horizon line right here, but also if you got toggle on and off, you see that we blend really well in here. That color difference is still there, but it's really unnoticeable. It's practically you can't see it if you're in VR mode. You can't really see it. So it's a lot better, right? And also horizon line is better, and you see the contrast is actually better. It's more like a lot more render. This is ProRes, by the way. It ProRes auto to render from Mistika, and it kind of look amazing if you just scrub it. Yeah, see the sun. It's amazing. It's really nice. It's an issue right here. Okay, I have to tell you the other issue right here. So for professional time lapse, okay, backtrack. So I'm one of the artists that love to capture time-lapse and drone shot for 360 cinematic video, documentary, or narrative script content. I think time-lapse in 360 is very powerful and very easy to capture for videographers. You should do that, but there's a way to do it, and I actually have a tutorial teach you how to do that already. I put the link right here. You check out that video right here. But the correct way is make sure that you use menu setting, set your ISO to 100, and set your shutter speed to a set value. So you see the sun go down and a complete scene go dark, pitch dark. And here, I actually make a huge mistake because at the end of the day, last shot, and I actually make a mistake. You see, I'm right here. This is me right here. I make a huge mistake. I actually set the camera into an auto exposure. What it means is the camera will adjust ISO and shutter speed according to the environment. And since the sun set right here, the scene is actually getting really dark. It's a desert. There's no light beside the sun, right? So the exposure drop. And Mistika, you can see that the drop above really sudden light. You can actually see right here. Actually, you can see right here. It's around right here. The sun go down. Boom. You see that? That flash is because the camera auto adjusts, switch ISO and exposure because in auto exposure, and created problem. And that is not a Qoocam 8K problem. That happened to any DSLR. If you are not used to time-lapse and you accidentally set an auto exposure. So the word of suggestion is when you're making 360 time-lapse, especially 360 time-lapse, 3D, stereoscopic or mono, whatever camera you use, set it menu setting with the set ISO, set color temperature, really important, menu color temperature so the color will not drift, and also menu set exposure, lock it, so let the scene go dark. Okay, so now I did not do that for this time lapse, and I also kind of fixed that. So I also want to show you that actually I fixed that on this one. Actually, that is color graded version. This one right now, wait, hold on. Make sure that you're seeing it. Yeah, it refreshed right now. So this one, you see that you don't see that flash anymore. It's really smooth. The sun will go down. You can see the sun right here. Really smooth go down, and the colors stay consistent. Look at that. There's no flash anymore. I'll teach you how to fix it in this tutorial as well, and then I will teach you the final version. I actually have a color grade version right here, so you see that it's a lot better. So from like the blue, because the sun color temperature is 55,000, we go from blue sky to the desert reddish color, and then you see the whole sky turn red right here. Very cinematic, and that's a color grade version. We see some bending because we shot in JPEG, not PNG, DNG. Sorry, not DNG RAW. This camera can capture DNG RAW timeline, by the way. I was lazy, I didn't do that, but if you have DNG RAW, you will not see this bending because you're gonna have 16-bit color depth. You will not see that, but this is just an example. So you see that, but you don't really see it in VR headset. You don't really see it. Kind of natural, but it looked very cinematic in VR. Look at that. The color from blue to orange, and we actually capture an alien aircraft right here. Look at that, guys. This is an alien aircraft. This is Oops. Ooh, we captured UFO flying. Great. Okay, this tutorial is not about UFO. But you see that the final result of here, and I'll teach you all that in the tutorial. So now you see the result, and let's open Mistika. Start from scratch. Let's go a new project, and the camera in 30 frames per second. We'll just call it Joshua Tree Time-lapse tutorial. Maya Angelou famously said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you make them feel." The ability to make your audience feel love or hate, joy or despair, fear or enjoyment had never been more at our fingertips than now with virtual reality 360 storytelling. If you have ever wondered how to make a film, documentary or fictional piece using this new medium that creates an emotional impact, a feeling that they will never forget, then please come join me, as it is my mission to give you this power to touch, to inspire, and to create. In this 360 VR filmmaking masterclass, we will give you a framework to work from as a storyteller or filmmakers using your familiar language. No matter what your skill level is in immersive production, you can take away a wealth of knowledge from some of the world's leading experts in the field. We will cover practical topics like fundraising, client communication, budgeting, scripting and storyboarding, directing, blogging, set and space design, camera and shooting, lighting, spatial audio, DIT, stitching and editing, and even distribution in the entire VR filmmaking ecosystem. I hope this course will serve as your go-to guide on VR filmmaking, so you can go out there and create, no matter if you are a VR producer, director, camera operator, or VR enthusiast.